Am I the only one who's living in reality? It seems like I see on YouTube, I see other real estate agents, I see other people commenting on the housing market that for some reason believe that the housing market is going to be more than it was in the heyday. That was 6 months, a year ago. They believe that it will be 15, 20, 30, 40% over that price.
And that is a lie.
And they think this because they think the Fed is going to do some type of pivot. But it's so weird because the Fed is literally, guys, I'm not making this up. The Fed is saying,
hey, I'm not gonna pivot.
I mean, I don't know how much clearer the Fed has to be to say,
hey, we're gonna continue raising rates. Yeah, we're trying to get inflation down.
And then we have people say,
well, hey, you know the Fed's gonna pivot, right? They're gonna definitely pivot, right? They need to pivot.
and I think they're saying that they need to pivot because they want to make money off of, high-priced homes. They want to make money off of the financing of high-priced homes. There's a lot of contingencies in there. But hey, guys, look, as I always say, I give you the proof is in the pudding. It says here, Powell says Fed might have to make unpopular decisions to stabilize prices. What could that unpopular decision be? Could it be raising prices? Fed Chairman Jerome Powell noted that stabilizing prices requires making tough decisions that can be unpopular politically. Now, we know we've seen it time and time again. We see these banks, huge big banks coming out, lobbyists.
Yeah, that's right.
We've even seen real estate agents and other people come out and are hoping that the Fed makes this rash decision to bail out on inflation and just say,
hey, we're not going to raise rates anymore. We're just going to let what happens. Forget trying to get prices down on homes. We're going to go ahead and do it the other way. And we're going to bring interest rates down.
Now, guys, I'm not a rocket scientist, but when we look back 6 months to a year ago, 2 years ago, when rates were 3.2% and lower, when that happened, what actually happened to the market? Didn't prices go up? Come on, man! So you guys want inflation to go crazy with home prices shooting through the roof too. It sounds like a recipe for a depression. That's what it seems like most of these guys are wanting, to pad their pockets right now. But here is a key moment of what the Fed said here. It says price stability is the bedrock of a healthy economy, provides the public with unmeasurable benefits over time. You hear that, guys? Over time. But restoring price stability when inflation is high can require measures that are not popular in the short term, as we raise interest rates to slow the economy. Did you guys hear that? Did he just say what I think he said? As we raise interest rates to slow the economy. He just said they're going to raise interest rates.
You've got to feel so dumb.
Now I know someone's gonna watch this video and they're gonna say,
hey, Orlando, he said they're gonna pivot.
Even though he just said we're going to raise interest rates, they're gonna read, he said that I am not going to raise interest rates. Some people just want to believe the opposite. They want to believe what they want to believe.
You better wake up.
But you hear exactly coming out of the Fed's own mouth, he's telling you guys what he's going to do. And here's the thing. You have to believe him. He's done everything that he said he's going to do. And the economics guys just don't make sense. We're going to just let inflation just run rampant. The guy is telling you, I have to get inflation down. And the only way to get inflation down is raise interest rates. And then the man tells you, I'm going to raise interest rates. In a up-to-date speech, he went across the world and said it, guys. You have to listen to the Fed. The Fed is telling you exactly exactly what it's going to do. And that's what I said. I believe him. He's done everything that he said he's going to do. For someone to take this narrative and then switch it around and say,
oh, he's going to pivot and watch when he pivots, Orlando, you're going to be wrong.
the prices are going to shoot up. And I think, like, what do you benefit for prices shooting up through the roof? Oh, commission. Oh, I'm sorry. And guys, here's another clue. Here's another secret that you may not have seen. This is just between us. When you have one of the biggest banks stepping back from doing home loans, in May is going to get bad. Interest rates may be going a little bit higher. You guys haven't heard? Wells Fargo, the #1 player in mortgages, is stepping back from the housing market. What would make a greedy bank like Wells Fargo want to step back? Maybe they're not going to make money? Maybe they know that interest rates will continue to go higher and higher and higher, and they don't want to see them paying out employees and expenses only to have 80 to 90% of demand tank. Maybe that's the reason. Instead of its previous goal of reaching as many Americans as possible, the company is now focused on home loans for existing banks and wealth management customers and borrowers in minority communities, CNBC has learned. So what Wells Fargo is doing is they're only focused on the existing loans that they currently have to their wealth management customers, and then they said borrowers of minority communities. And we know the track record Wells Fargo has with that, so whatever. As part of the retrenchment, Wells Fargo is also shuttering its correspondent business that buys loans made by third-party lenders, significantly shrinking its mortgage service portfolio through asset sales. So what they're doing is they're getting rid of all of their assets, getting rid of working with third-party mortgage originators. They're getting rid of all of that. And then it says, altogether, the shift will result in a fresh round of layoffs for the banking mortgage operation, executive acknowledged, but they declined to qualify exactly how many jobs will be lost. Guys, there are going to be a slew. Once again, this is a slaughter. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to making sure your job stability is there.
Write that down.
Wells Fargo knows something is coming down the pipe. They know it. They have seen it. It's not really that hard. I mean, the man is saying it right here in the flesh. He is saying in speeches, I'm going to raise interest rates. No doubt about it, I'm going to raise interest rates. He is not saying I'm going to pivot. So I have no idea where you have a lot of these guys who have really, really, really hard beliefs that the Fed is going to not raise interest rates, are going to decrease interest rates, which makes no sense, guys. But they believe it even though the man is saying it out of his own mouth. I mean, make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. I don't know. Wells Fargo does not believe it, and they are waving the white flag saying,
You know what? We're not going to be in this industry where we can have 80, 70 to 90% low demand.
They don't want to do that. They're going to pay more money in employee services, servicer fees, all that other stuff, and they want no parts of it, guys. They don't want to go through another year of that. They have seen exactly what happens in the high interest rate market, and they're saying, you know what? We're going to stop. We're going to stop right now. That doesn't mean that they won't come back when interest rates get to a 3, 4, whatever percent. But as of right now, they're calling it the quits.
Huh?
So when that happens, guys, listen to me. When you read in between the lines and you see this type of stuff happen, like Wells Fargo pulling out, when you see the Fed telling you exactly what's going to happen, these guys are no dummies. They know exactly what's going to happen too. Interest rates will continue to rise. The Fed will continue to push interest rates up to get rid of inflation. And with that being said, that will drive prices down. I will continue to say it. So get ready, guys, as rates continue to get pushed up. Now, how many times will they get pushed up? I don't know the answer to that, but rates will continue to go up, and up, guys. This is the reason why videos like this are so important, so I can help you read in between the lines, keep up on this financial news, keep up what's going on in this housing market, get you into your first rental property. That's all what my channel is for. But like I always say, you won't get all of your information from this one video. You have to watch this video here. I promise you, you will get all the information you need. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.